I mean, if you want to, you can. Like that's
ASMR.
I mean, I'm not an ASMR guy.
I really am. Not really. I'm gonna send it there.
Okay, so you're not gonna make popcorn?
What's the story? Well, there was this one day.
Well, welcome to the Scab and Scruff podcast. Back from our hiatus.
Yeah, shush. Back from our hiatus.
I'm Scruff.
Your ears are never gonna recover from this.
Never.
And I'm Scab.
And you know. Oh, you know, they're so loud, I really just don't care at this point.
Fire back.
Yeah,
Fire back.
like, honestly, if I could, and where I would not get in trouble, I would probably just, like, blast, like, Legend of Zelda music at, like, 4 in the morning.
You know it would be Petra.
Well, I mean, probably. But I did wake up, this is a true story, I woke up one morning, it was, like, 4 a.m., okay? And I just hear some music, and I'm like, what? And then I start coming alert, and I'm realizing it's the Iron Man funeral music from Avengers Endgame.
Where was it playing?
Next door at my neighbor's house.
Oh, they were on a movie binge.
They were on a movie binge, but that movie is 3 hours long, and this was at 4 a.m. They started that movie at like 1 a.m.
Oh my gosh. Because that was the end of Endgame, right?
Yeah!
I know that now.
You know that now. You've seen it. After I've spoiled many things for you.
Only like 10 years later.
So, well, how did that make you feel, though? See, like, you heard Iron Man was going to die. But
oh, spoiler alert. If you're old like me.
It's 5 years out at this point.
It was pretty sad. Iron Man's probably my favorite character, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, it was sad, but I don't know. I don't like Marvel movies anymore. Now that they've killed off the main people.
That's honestly fair.
I mean, okay, the one we saw, the Marvels, it wasn't bad. It's just not the Marvels that I got to know. You know,
and you know what? We're just going to do a disclaimer here. We are not sexist Marvel fans.
No.
Like, I went to go see the Marvels with Riley and 2 other dudes. So it was just like, you know, this female-led superhero movie, and then there were 4 dudes.
Guys.
We went to go see it. And I had a blast. Like, I don't think it was the best Marvel movie by, like, any... But I had a lot of fun. And I think that Brie Larson as Captain Marvel did a really good job. I think that was the best I've ever seen her.
Yes, I didn't like her at first, but...
No, but she was great in that. And then, I don't know the actress who plays Kamala Khan, you know, Miss Marvel.
Right.
But she carried the movie. Like, I thought she was phenomenal.
Yeah, her family was funny. And her.
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't bad. It's just, it's kind of like Disney and Star Wars. Once you fall in love with the original cast, you can't...
Right.
Yeah, you can't really fall in love again if you're our age.
Yeah, that's totally fair. And, you know, I have a question.
Okay. Is it about falling in love?
No, it's not about falling in love, because I don't have any experience with that.
Ooh, good. I had no advice to give you.
Yeah, no advice for that. No, but do you think... And, I mean, like, we watch back on those Marvel movies, and, like, clearly they were great at the time, right? Because they made a lot of money. They got to be this big national phenomenon.
Yes.
Or not even just national, but, like, nationwide, or, like, global
it's
phenomenon.
On your side.
Yeah. Nationwide is on your side. But, like... Do you think part of the reason why the new Marvel doesn't compare is because it's not, like, we're grown up now?
Because we're grown up. Probably. I bet younger kids are going to have the same experience that we had. Well, see, I didn't even have that experience because I didn't watch any Marvel movies until I was, like, 15.
Oh, yeah?
No.
So then you're not blinded by nostalgia. Like, it's just...
No, but I still
because, I mean, like, I'm not here to try and defend, like, She-Hulk or... What was another garbage one that came? Thor, Love and Thunder. Like, those were awful things. So, like, I don't want to defend those. But, like, some of the other ones that came out that got a lot of hate, I don't necessarily think deserved a lot of it. Like, I think Miss Marvel was fun. I think Black Widow was a pretty good movie. You know, Shang-Chi and all those. Which you haven't seen those yet.
I haven't seen those, no. Okay, so I think it's going to come down to when the new kids start watching Marvel, are they going to watch it in timeline order and go through it and see those original characters, or are they just going to watch it as it comes out? Not that they're never going to watch the original ones, but just kind of begin in the new era of Marvel, and then in that case, I do think it'll be different for them.
Yeah.
Like, they won't...
Well, I mean, I think it's going to be hard for new kids to start from Iron Man or even timeline, so whether chronological or timeline, you know, to start all the way back at the beginning and then work your way all the way up to whatever the most recent one is.
Because they're just going to want to see what's recent or what's
not even that. It's just it's going to take you forever to get through it.
True.
I mean, even if you're watching one a week, there's like over 7,000 hours in just the new content alone. That doesn't even count.
You're counting shows.
Yeah, like the new shows, the new movies, it's like 7,000 hours.
Oh,
or a minute, I don't know. It was a lot. I saw the data on it, and I forgot the data.
You saw it, though.
But I mean, because, like, the people who, like, the original Star Wars trilogy came out, and people loved it. Then those kids grew up, and then they started watching, like, the prequels came out. And all of the people who grew up on the original trilogy hated the prequels.
See? Yeah,
but I love the prequels, because that's what I grew up with.
Yeah, this is a good way to compare it, because I'm pretty sure the first Star Wars movies, I started watching Star Wars movies when I was probably like, I don't know, 6, like somewhere around there. The first ones I saw probably, I'm 90% sure the first ones I saw were the prequels.
Yeah.
So it probably was, I started on the prequels because I always loved them.
Yeah,
and so
Star
I fell
Wars.
in love with those because those are the ones I started with. Then I went back and watched the older ones and watched it in timeline.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what will happen.
And I mean, like, I think we're kind of already seeing that with at least the Star Wars series, because
I hate the Disney.
The Disney series, like, I am not a fan of. I think there's some moments that are pretty good. I think The Force Awakens is not bad. I don't think it's great, but I don't think it's bad. And then it just kind of was like a chicken with his head cut off for the rest of the series. But there are, like, little kids, when they go to Disney, they get so excited to see Rey and Kylo Ren and all those, because that's the ones that they saw in theaters. That's the ones they grew up with.
But for our age people, if they made a Disney where it was like Obi-Wan and Anakin and those kind of people, we would be there in an instant.
Oh, 100%.
Over the other.
100%. And I mean, I think that's why, like, people get excited, because whenever they announced that Ewan McGregor was coming back as Obi-Wan, even though that series was not great, like, people were excited and people tuned in and they watched it. And then whenever they said Hayden Christensen was coming back, like, everyone freaked out.
Everybody loves him.
So, you know.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
What were we talking about before?
Well, you were talking about ASMR.
We jumped right into
we did.
I mean, this is a very educational podcast.
Pretty educational. And I think I don't want to do this right now because I want to get to some, like, anecdotes and stuff, especially because right now, in case you're not aware, it's Christmas time.
What?
Can you believe it?
No way.
It is absolutely
I'm late
Christmas
to the game.
time.
I started celebrating in, like, September.
I believe that would make you early to the game, Riley, not late. The late ones are the ones who celebrate after Thanksgiving forward.
So if you currently listening right now don't have your tree up, then you are late.
You are very late, my friend. Yeah. And so I kind of want to know, Merry Christmas, everybody. You know, I just hope that everyone has a great Christmas. But I kind of want to know if you have any, like, Christmas anecdotes, you know, like, fun things.
Definition, please.
You know.
Not of Christmas.
Not of Christmas. But that actually does tie in a little bit to what I want to do later, where we define big words. But, okay, so anecdote. I will give you the actual definition for this, and then I'll give you one that I think it should mean, okay? So anecdotes, that is whenever you tell a story. Like, you're just entertaining people with stories. So anecdotes. It's you telling a story. What I think it should mean, anecdotes, is it should be like the antidote for, like, ants. Like ant bites.
So you put it on, your ant bites are gone?
Yeah, like instantly. You know, like, oh man, I got in the fire ant hill again. And then your mom's like, well, Timmy, you need to go get the antidote.
The antidotes. That's incredible.
Yeah. Because I got a lot of fire ant bites.
And I think if something makes more sense, defining it as a way that it should be, it should stay like that.
Exactly.
So that's the new meaning of it. So what are my Christmas flavored antidotes that you put on your skin?
Yeah. So relief.
You're asking for a Christmas story?
Yeah, like growing up, especially
the night before Christmas.
Twas the night before Christmas. But no, like, growing up, you grew up in a family who absolutely loved Christmas, right?
Yes, from the
so
start.
Like, I imagine you must have a lot of either, like, sweet or funny stories. I'm more interested in the funny stories. You know, I don't want to cry on the podcast.
Oh, I'm gonna make you cry.
Oh, okay. But so, like, what
Christmas, my entire family died.
Oh, are you adopted?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
No wonder I'd never met your dad.
According to Alan, I still don't have one.
No, but, like, What are some funny things that happened as a kid, like when you were growing up, that happened on Christmas or like around Christmas or whatever? Like, do you have any Home Alone stories? Like,
No one came after me trying to kill me.
Oh,
thankfully.
That's good.
Christmas stories. I don't have.
If you shut up, Siri. Siri doesn't know your history. What did Siri say?
Well, I said Christmas stories, and then she said, "Here's some information. Christmas is an annual festival commemorating the birth of Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Primarily observed on December 25th as a religious and cultural celebration among billions of people around the world. A feast central to the Christian liturgical year.
What?
Liturgical year, that's it. It follows the season of Advent, or the Nativity Fest, and initiates the... Okay, anyways.
You got bored of reading about
that was so boring.
Okay, because if you don't have... like, I don't
have any funny stories. I have Christmas, like, traditions or things we do every year.
What do you do?
So, like, I love Christmas time because it makes you feel at home. It makes you feel like, family. And so the way our Christmas goes is typically we will have on Christmas, well, the whole month of December we're doing parties. So we have several different like groups of people that come over for parties, and it'll usually be on the weekend. And we'll have that party, and then we'll clean up from that party, and then we'll have another party. And then we have my mom's side of the family. They'll come over on typically Christmas Eve, and we'll do stuff then. And then on Christmas Day, we'll wake up, we'll come downstairs, and unwrap our presents from Santa. And
whoa.
And then we will head to my mom's parents, so just like grandparents' house, and we'll do Christmas there. And then we'll head to my dad's parents and do Christmas there. So it's a lot of seeing different families and opening presents and eating and that kind of stuff. And then the funny part is my dad's side of the family, we've gotten into a habit of where we kind of do Christmas with them in like January.
Why?
Because one year my great aunt, I'm going to make you cry. Not really. She was in the nursing home. It's not actually that sad. She did die.
Oh! Well, I'm glad you prepared me for this. I didn't even know she was sick. When did she get taken to the nursing home?
She did die. Well, that was not that Christmas, though. That was some time in March or during COVID. She died or something.
Oh, did she get COVID?
I think so. Yeah, I think she had COVID. They said it was a COVID death.
Oh,
we don't know.
gosh.
We assume it was I don't know. She was really old and just had different things. So it could have not just been COVID.
Sorry.
It could have just been COVID.
I'm so sorry, Riley.
Glad I can bring some sadness to this. But
Kayla will love that.
But she's probably laughing right now in her car. His great aunt died.
You sounded like Carl Weezer.
I don't know who that is.
From Jimmy Neutron.
Oh.
He's like the song guy. He's like Riley's grandma. What was it?
Great aunt.
Riley's aunt died. As it wasn't Jimmy's mom.
But so because she got moved to the nursing home, we had to figure out a time when we could do something with her. So one year it was like February when we celebrated Christmas with that side of the family.
Oh my gosh.
Then we backed it up to sometime January, and now it's just January. I don't really know why. But so we kind of spread Christmas from December through January.
I kind of like that though, because like I feel like the biggest downfall of January and February both is there's no Christmas, and like it's still dark outside, crazy early.
And cold.
It's super cold. Where's the pretty lights? We need them all through the winter.
Exactly. So I hate January. One of the reasons I hate January.
I mean, I just hate everything, but
yeah, all 12 months of the year. Hate them.
Dang it! It's March again. Can't believe it's July. Have fun celebrating your independence.
June. Only idiots were born on June.
Yeah.
I was born on June. In June.
'Twas the month of June, and all through the house. There was crying because guess who was allowed? I don't know. That didn't make sense, but you get it. Yeah.
Do you have? So, what are your funny Christmas stories? Because apparently the nursing home wasn't funny enough.
I mean, this is a short story, but you know how have you seen the movie Jingle All the Way?
No.
You've not seen? You love Christmas? Okay.
How old is it?
90s.
Yeah, that's why I have to
That's why. Okay. Well, the plot of that movie is a dad is searching high and low to find that year's hot toy for his son because that's all he wants. Right. And this is pre-eBay and Amazon.
It was typewriter, right?
No, it was
the Model T car.
No,
Model A.
I forget the name.
The first plane, right?
No, I forget the Turbo Man or Turbo Man. It's Turbo Time. No. I forget the name of it, but it's a superhero toy. And so the plot of that is he goes everywhere. What I'm getting to is my mom had a similar situation, but she had the power of, guess what it was?
Google.
eBay.
Oh.
And so my sister, she really, really wanted this Barbie doll that came with a cat. And the special thing about this cat is it came with a bottle. Not like a liquor bottle, but like a nursing bottle. And so you would fill it with water. You would then put it in the toy cat's mouth, and then you would squeeze it in there.
I was thinking cap.
Oh no, no cat. C-A-T. Cat.
So the liquor with the cat.
Yeah, and so the cat would then drink, air quotes, the water.
Right.
And then you would take the cat and you would put it in the Barbie litter box. It came with a litter box, and you would squeeze it out, and it would urinate in the litter box, and you could clean it. And
that sounds like fun.
There was also a counter to it, which my sister already had, which was a dog that you would feed, and then it would poop, and it came with a Barbie pooper scooper.
Oh yeah,
it was really weird. But anyways, so my sister really, really wanted that, but the doll got discontinued for obvious reasons. No one wanted to buy a peeing toy for their daughter. Except for my mom, she did. And so, she searched everywhere for it. And so she finally gets it. She wraps it up. It's Christmas Day. My sister's excited. We're all excited, but my sister's excited. She gets this box. She rips it open. She looks. What does she see? She sees the Barbie doll with the cat. Guess how she expresses her excitement?
Probably by being angry at something.
She goes, "Oh my gosh! It's the pink cat!" My dad has no context for what this is because at least my dad, he never knew what we were getting. He just knew we were getting something. Right. And he was like, "We got a lot of them outside. What's the big deal?"
You already have
We already have peeing cats. It's no fun cleaning the litter box. But my sister wanted a toy that made her clean a litter box. And she got it.
Fantastic.
And then she played with it for 2 days and got tired of it.
Yep, that's how toys go.
Yep.
And this was not in the 90s.
No, this was...
They didn't have advanced technology like peeing cats.
I think this was 2009. Okay. I think she was 9 years old. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, so that's one of my Christmas stories.
That's pretty cool. I like peeing cats.
Yeah. But, you like peeing cats? You're allergic to them.
Really. I hate cats.
Okay, but do you hate cats or are you just allergic to them?
I'm both. I am both allergic. I do have a story about a cat attacking me.
I've got multiple, so go ahead and tell yours.
Apparently they attack a lot of people.
The only reason why they don't kill people is because they're too small.
Fair enough. Yeah, if they had I was going to say if they had a tiger's body, but a tiger is a cat.
That's exactly my point. A tiger and a cat are pretty much the same thing, except one of them's just 99% lighter.
Yeah, that's true. What was I talking about?
You were talking about the cat. Yeah. You were going to give attack.
Yeah, so I was at my mom's friend's house. It was her mom's house. It was some old lady. We love her. She's awesome. Was it your aunt's house? No, no, not her. She's dead.
No, we're the nursing home.
That was for you, Kayla. It was my mom's friend's mom's house. So it was the older house with the carpet and the cat, and Mm-hmm. So I was sitting in there. I was allergic to cats already, but I was sitting in the house.
You're just
on the furniture. Yep, sniffing and sneezing, and the cat is sitting on the armchair, across from me. I'm on the other arm. It was a couch, but the arm. What's this thing called?
the
arm
armrest?
of the chair, armrest. Yes. So I'm at one, and the cat's on the other side, and it's kind of just staring me down, and I'm sniffing and sneezing, and I'm like, I just want to leave, and then all of a sudden it like walks over to me, and I kind of like stand up and look at it, and then it pounces at my face. And it just like goes wild and kind of like tries to swipe at me and latch onto me or whatever. Anyway, I immediately started crying and like fell out of the chair backwards, and then I just was a wreck for the rest of the day. But I was at the age where it scarred me, both literally and mentally, and I just from that moment did not want any piece of the cat anymore.
Do you have a scar on it?
And nah.
Oh.
No.
So it didn't literally scar
I do have a scar from falling out of a chair on a dresser, though. But there's no cat involved.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, I have a theory as to why the cat attacked you.
Why?
It sensed weakness. No. Not because you are physically weak.
I hear you loud and clear, Nick.
But because you're over there sniffing and sneezing, and then it's like...
I thought you were just calling me weak. I was
no,
really?
No. And so
do we need to fight this out?
And so probably in a boxing match.
You and a beaver.
And a beaver.
A Nick-sized beaver.
You couldn't wrestle the beaver because you would be sneezing the whole time.
That's right.
But the cat saw that you were sneezing and sniffing,
and
then it quickly worked out that I'm the reason why.
I might as well end this.
So he went for your face because he's like, I want to get all of my hair molecules right up that nose, so that way you sneeze even more. That's my theory.
Probably so, and they're just annoying. I don't like them.
Yeah, so I have multiple. I actually have a lot of cat stories.
Okay.
So I'll tell you three. Here's 3 good ones.
All
right. So the first one, we actually had a 3-legged cat growing up.
I didn't laugh at that.
he used to be an outside cat, and then he was attacked by a coyote.
Oh my goodness!
And he survived. He lived for like another 6 years with just 3 legs. And I'm just going to tell on my parents for just a minute because you guys don't know who I am. They didn't take him to the vet to get his leg removed. They took him to a vet, but it was an army vet. Like he had served in the military as a like combat medic.
Oh man!
And so it was a very crude thing, but it healed up fine. But anyways, and so we had
bite down on your finger, cat, and I'm gonna cut your leg off.
Yeah, but one of the problems with this cat was he would get to where he would itch on the side with his missing leg, and so he couldn't scratch it. Like he would be itching, so he couldn't scratch it.
But he had no leg to scratch with.
Yeah, so his little nub would just go moving.
Oh my god!
It was really sad. But what he did was he would go and start scratching with his other leg, and it resulted in like a really bad sore. So it was really bad. We had to take him to the vet, but we also had to bathe him.
Okay.
So my sister, my oldest sister, not the peeing cat sister, she was like, Nick, we need to wash this cat in the bathtub. Mm-hmm. Cats hate water, in case you don't know.
Yeah.
So she's like, I need you to hold him down. I'm like, all right. I'm like 13 years old. I'm like, I got this.
Oh,
so we get the cat in the water. She's sudsing him up with the cat soap. Uh-huh. And then he's freaking out. All 3 of his limbs are flailing about. and
the nub.
And the nub. It's going crazy too. And so then he's growling, and my sister's like, Nick, are you good? And I'm like, yeah, as long as he doesn't get his back leg up here. And right as I was saying that, he got his back leg on the palm of my hand.
Ow.
And it scratched all the way down. You can actually see, let's see, there's this hairline scar.
Oh, man.
And then I've got it on my palm right here. Like, he got me pretty good.
Deep.
It was deep, and I was bleeding, and I just let the cat go, and then he started running around the house yelling, soaking wet, still with some suds.
And you were running around the house yelling?
And pouring blood out of my arm. So that's one of my cat stories.
Oh, man.
Another one, we had this cat, and that cat's name was Felix, okay?
4 legs?
This cat has 4
legs.
Not Felix. No, Felix has 3 legs. But, I mean, he did. He's dead now. But anyways.
Right.
So then our cat, Muffin, has 4 legs.
Okay.
And she is an outside cat. She does not belong in the house. She showed up out of nowhere. Like, the cat distribution service just decided, you get this cat.
Doing that, yeah.
And so, occasionally we would let her in the house and we'd just play with her. We'd love on her. Dude, whenever she found out it was time to go outside, she would go feral.
Oh my gosh.
To the point where we could not pick her up.
Ah.
So what we would do is we would get a towel, like a big bath towel, and we would be like, "Hey, Muffin!" Whoosh! And then we would like put it over top of her, scoop her up in the towel. And so you know the scene in Lilo and Stitch where
Never
Nani...
seen the whole movie.
What?
I'm sorry.
Okay, well, for those who are listening, you know the scene where Nani like lifts Lilo up in the blanket and like carries her out? That's what we would do to this cat, Muffin. And so she'd be flailing about and, you know, trying to get claws through the towel. And then what we would have to do in a very swift motion, because she still wanted in the house, we would open the front door. We would kind of gently toss her out. And then we would close the door. Because if she landed before we got back in the house, she was going to get back in the house.
Right, because cats land on their feet.
And it was just terrible. So that's my other cat story.
Good
then,
grief.
Here's my last cat story.
But you repeatedly kept letting the cat in the house.
We didn't learn our lesson.
all right. Just checking.
We didn't learn our lesson. This was before Felix, so we were like, probably like 9 and 10, I would say. Yeah. All right. So here's my last cat story. This cat, her name was Bearby.
Bearby?
Yep, she was a little black cat. And my sisters, so she was an inside cat. She belonged in the house. She was my mom's darling, you know. My sisters kept bringing in some outside cats and loving on them. This wasn't Muffin. Muffin was after Bearby. Mm-hmm. And Bearby got very jealous. Naturally, right? She sees all these cats.
Yeah.
And so she decides to attack people in her jealousy. But she doesn't attack my sisters who brought in the cats.
No.
She doesn't attack the cats who she really hates. She attacks me.
Yep.
And I'm like 6 or 7 years old. I'm young. And so she just books it across the room and starts clawing and biting me. And so I push her down. I'm crying. I'm running to Mom. I turn to run out of the living room. Guess what this demon cat does?
Oh, gosh. What?
She latches onto my butt.
Ah!
With her claws and her teeth. And I'm running to Mom. And this cat's just hanging on.
Oh, man. That's like a cartoon.
Yep. And so we kept the cat in the house for years after that. My mom released her from me.
And you never sat down again.
Nope. So those are my cat stories.
That's funny.
And I still like some cats.
Well, see, yeah. So you do not share my level of hatred.
No, I do not.
Because your family is a big cat fan. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I like dogs to some extent. Like, I love dogs. They're great, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not attached to animals necessarily. Yeah. I would like to have like a monkey or something inside the house.
What would you?
That'd be cool.
I have a question. What would you name the monkey?
Monkey.
like the clip from was it Kung Fu Panda, where the turtle's just like monkey.
Yes, exactly.
What would you train the monkey to do?
I don't know. I would just chill with it. Like, I feel like it could do. I mean, they can kind of do a lot of things that humans could do. Now, we're not a pro-evolution podcast, as far as I know. But
I mean, it's 50-50.
They can.
I'm just kidding.
All right.
I'm just kidding.
That's for a later episode.
We debate theology.
Yeah.
You find out I'm actually Scientologist.
Scientologist.
Hi, I'm Tom Cruise. Look at how unsymmetrical my face is. My teeth don't line up with my nose.
Monkeys can do a lot of things humans do. I feel like it could just I could be playing video games or something. They could just have the controller and be pushing buttons.
Like, you want to play video? I don't know.
I just want to do random stuff.
Wait, hold on. So you want to play video games with your monkey? You want to play video games with your pet?
Yeah,
So then
I want a chill monkey. So one that would just not go crazy, but then when I'm around my house, I can just get up and then go, scroll TikTok and play some video games, do some homework. The monkey could be doing stuff like that with me, just to be company.
So then what I'm hearing is you need to get married and have a kid.
No.
The kid will play video games with you.
Well, yeah.
The kid will have homework to do.
I'm not against that eventually, but here's the thing. When I'm at home a lot of the times, I like to be around people, but here's the thing with a monkey. I can be around it and spend quality time, but it can't talk to me. And then a child can talk to me.
I mean, not for the first 2 years.
It's true. Just get a new one.
Oh my gosh! You find your old family. The ones that died, and you give that.
Typically, I am somewhat of a social person when I'm out places, but then when I get home, I like to just kind of chill and not talk to anybody. I still like being around people, but not really having conversations. So, if there's a monkey that's hanging out with me, it doesn't expect to have a conversation. I don't feel bad if I'm not talking to it, because I'm like, you can't talk anyways. So why would I tell you things?
Well, I mean, you just need to get a kid who's also, like, doesn't want to talk all the time.
Fair enough. That's probably what my kid will be like, if he's anything like me. We'll just kind of be at the house and not have a conversation, and then play video games and basketball and stuff. Yeah, that'll be cool. But I'm not really ready for that yet. I'm thinking we start with a monkey, and then and then get a kid at some point.
Do you expect it to just evolve into a kid when you're ready?
No. Anyways.
Yes, anyways.
Pet monkey would be cool.
Yeah.
My opinion.
Yeah, you should watch Friends.
Oh, yeah, Ross does have a monkey.
Yeah, I think that might cure you of your desire to have a monkey. Or watch Night at the Museum.
He's kind of weird, though.
Ross or the monkey?
Ross is. Not that I'm not weird, but I hope they're not that weird.
Monkey.
So I was thinking, we don't have to get into it yet if you don't want to, but there was something that, when I was thinking about this podcast, recording it, which I didn't do a lot of thinking about it, but...
Riley does no preparation.
No, I don't. There's no excuse.
Except you did rank, what was it, states?
Yeah, that was about the extent of the work I did on it.
Yeah.
It's more fun to just show up and have you guys listen to us talk.
We are ramblers.
Yeah, but this is a place where it's expected for us to ramble. So
we have no agenda except for political ones.
Well, we have a cutout section, structured section of at least 10 to 15 minutes about presidents. That's an every show thing. But
I actually wasn't going to do that this time.
We don't have to. We can break. You know what?
Instead, I'm going to talk modern politics.
Oh God!
Are you Trump or Biden, 2024, or Ron DeSantis, or whoever else is running?
But there was something I was like, weren't we going to do something on our next podcast? Because we haven't done a podcast since like July.
It's been a long time.
It's been almost 6 months.
Yeah, and we did this for you, Kayla.
There's something that we were talking about that we were going to talk about. That's confusing. And I couldn't remember what it was, but when you said that about the defining words, I think that was it, right?
Yeah, because you and I had a conversation Tuesday, I believe it was.
So long ago.
So long ago. Do you know how many times I've slept since then?
I know, right?
Like at least 3.
Yeah.
Or 4. But yeah, so I want you to look up some big words. And I'm going to look up some big words as well.
Oh, wait, I'm going to see... Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can get a random generator. Because I don't know big words to look up.
Let's see, random word generator. This could be really dangerous.
Difficult. That's true.
So here's how this is going to work.
Word.
Riley's going to say a word. I'm going to say what I think it means. And then we're going to go back and forth. Okay. And so he's going to, so it's a learning curve. It's a learning curve.
Okay. Let me see if this one's actually going to work. I found a random complex word generator. There is no way I can say these words. Please say it. Says it for me. Hold on. I'm going to test this.
Well, I found one that's not going to work. It gave me the word preach as the first one. I think you know what that is.
Dendrochronology.
Oh, yeah, it's going to work.
What?
You're going down! Oh, man. I'm going to find a different one because you heard that one. But dendrochronology.
I mean, ology means it's got something...
Study of.
It's the study of. And what was the first part?
It's
the study of dandruff.
Nope. Not even close.
It's not even close?
Should be, though.
Oh, yeah. This is for you, Sam.
It was the study of tree rings.
You're kidding.
No. Yeah.
What's with the stupid words?
Oh, man. This is gonna be good. I've never seen any of these words before, and I'm so glad it can say it to me because I don't know how to pronounce it.
Make sure your
Saying
phone's close.
Not bad.
Well, close
enough
to close enough to the mic.
Okay, you find some hard ones, and then we're gonna.
Well, I'm trying to, but it keeps. Oh wait, hold up. I think I found one.
So, is there a winner here? How do we determine this? Or are we just
I don't think either of us can win this game.
That's true. We can, yeah. Cause, so we're doing. I'm going to be answering it as, even if I know that my answer is not going to possibly be correct, I'm going to answer of what it should be.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
You tell me the word, and I'll be like, this is what that should
All
be.
right.
Because, if we're going to be presidents of the United States, you after me, then we can come up with what words mean.
Yeah. All right.
Here we go.
Axiomatic.
Axiomatic. With an X.
I'm not letting you see how it's spelled.
Fair enough. All right.
Axiomatic.
Axiomatic.
What do you think axiomatic?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is asthmatic, because I have some asthma, have some inhalers and stuff. Like when it gets really cold outside and I'll start breathing a little bit weird, have to take my inhaler. So an asthmatic is someone that does that. So, but this was axiomatic.
Axiomatic.
So, axiomatic, asthmatic. Asthmatic is breathing, and then axiomatic. Acne? No, I can't think of anything other than an axe. But, okay, axiomatic. This is what axiomatic means. It is a kind of like a crazy person, psychopath. So think of a psychopath that has an axe. All right? Ooh. So a psychopath with an axe is an axiomatic.
Psychopath with an axe.
And they go around killing people.
Oh my god.
With their axe. And it's like they're insane, so they can't not kill people with the axe. But they always have an axe on them. That's their main weapon. Axiomatic. Am I right?
You want the actual definition?
I guess so.
The actual definition
I just gave it to you, though.
Of axiomatic is a person or persons.
Okay. I'm on track.
Who goes wild with an axe.
No.
I'm totally
okay, I was like, if I got that one right, I was about to go yell.
It means self-evident or unquestionable.
Self-evident.
1914 saw the first axiomatic declaration of exactly what constitutes a ring.
What?
That's the...
Well, what is that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
So it's without question, like, definitely?
Yeah, so, like, if something is axiomatic, it means, like, the sky is blue is axiomatic.
You had me for a minute. I really thought I got it right for some reason.
I got another one.
Axiomatic. Okay, well, you want to go?
Do you have a word? Do you have another?
Yeah,
okay.
I can go to it.
Go for it.
Okay. Here we go. My first word for you.
Any second now.
Oh, I had to pick English or Espanol.
Well, I don't speak
Which one would you like?
Atromathematics.
Atromathematics?
This might not be too hard. Atromathematics. Atromathematics? Yeah.
Atro. Okay.
Atromathematics.
I kind of want to... Okay. I think I want to go for just the real answer, because I think I know it.
You think you do? All right. Give it to me.
All right, so say it again.
Smart man. All right, I'm gonna have it say it again.
Is it atromathematics?
Atromathematics.
Atromathematics. I think that atromathematics is something to do with aircraft. And so, aircraft.
Okay.
So I think that the mathematics is the proper equation, which is what the Wright brothers figured out on how the plane wings bend to mimic a bird. So if it's atromathematical, then it simulates the flight pattern of a bird. Yes.
Oh. That's what they figured out.
That's what they figured out. And so, like, if you're a smart man, then you're like, oh, man, what's the atromathematics on this bird?
Oh.
And then you gotta, like, figure out.
EMC squared.
Exactly. What's the atromathematics on a lobster?
4.
Yes!
Okay.
Funny enough, that's the same as my golf.
Really?
Yeah.
So I like the answer.
I was wrong, wasn't I?
Yeah, very wrong.
Oh. Thank you.
Not even close, but...
Atro.
All right.
Astro?
The answer to astromathematics, the definition is an archaic practice of medicine in conjunction with astrology.
I was thinking space.
You did say space. Yeah.
But I didn't go to space. I didn't quite make it.
So I'm assuming this has got to be a new age something.
It's gotta be.
It's archaic practice.
Archaic, that's ancient, right?
Yeah. So archaic practice of medicine in conjunction... Okay, so it's the ancient people basing medicine off of astrology. So,
so that's what white girls use.
Stop talking to me. Not you. Siri.
Oh. So that's what white girls use.
Yes. Astromathematics.
White girl math is astromathematics.
Gotta put my astromathematics in my Snapchat.
No, you see, my astromathematics is off today because the sun's in the wrong place.
That is definitely what an astromathematic 8 would say.
You are such a 4.
What's your can't even say it. What's your astromathematics sign?
You see, my astromathematic number is 42.
What?
But then my boyfriend's, his is actually 68. Which means whenever we're together, we are 100 mathematically.
What?
We are a perfect match.
Yes, queen.
Yes, queen. Astromathematics.
I'm going to start using these in everyday language.
All right.
My turn to crush.
All right, here we go.
Lackadaisical. I have heard this one before.
No, you haven't.
I think, maybe.
That
doesn't mean I know.
Lackadaisical.
Lackadaisical.
Rhymes with musical.
Lackadaisical, musical, alright. Lackadaisical. You're trying to throw me off, though, by thinking that it's musical. It's not musical.
Lackadaisical, the musical.
Lackadaisical. That means lackadaisical is a adjective.
You're right on that side.
For being lazy. So, lackadaisical, you would say, me. I'm a lazy person when I want to be. And so if I get up, this morning, I got up at 11, and then I kind of laid around and drank my coffee before I did schoolwork and stuff. So I had a lackadaisical morning. I was being very lackadaisical. That's my final answer.
You are 100% right.
Really?
It's let's see. It says lacking enthusiasm and determination.
Yes!
Carelessly lazy. Taking lackadaisical approach can jeopardize the success of a project.
Let's go. I know how to procrastinate and be lazy. All right, one of us is... Well, okay, I do have to say, yours are easier than mine are. I'm giving you the toughest challenge.
Well, that's my fault.
But, all right, we have gotten one. Oh, wait. I wonder if you'll know this one. I don't think so, because I've never seen this word before. Okay. No, you probably won't know this one. We'll see. All right, here's my word. So, lackadaisical, we got right. I didn't get your first one at all. And now, you didn't get my first one, but here is the second one for you. And I'm only generating them once, unless it's a super easy one, so that I can't just pick.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. You ready?
Pseudoaudichuria.
What?
Oh, that's not how I thought that was going to be said at all. Okay, here we go. It's fast. Get ready.
Pseudoaudichuria.
Pseudoaudichuria.
Okay.
Pseudoaudichuria. Okay.
Pseudoaudichuria.
Autochuria.
Okay.
Pseudoaudichuria.
Okay, here's my...
You want to hear it in Spanish?
Sure.
All right. See if it helps. Pseudoaudichuria.
Pseudoaudichuria.
All right. There we go.
All right. Here is my idea.
Pseudoaudichuria. I like that word.
Okay. I think that it is the automation.
Okay, there is auto in the word.
Of producing breakfast cereals.
Pseudoaudichuria.
Specifically Cheerios.
Cheerios, yep.
And so if I were to use it in a sentence,
Okay.
I would be like, man, I'm so grateful for industrialization because they helped to to produce my food. This breakfast cereal was brought to you by Sudamata Cheerio.
So it's a noun.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's a noun.
Sudamata Cheerio. Wait, is it the... was it the process of doing something?
Yes,
or,
the process
okay.
process in which they make Cheerios.
Okay, Sudamata
and other cereals, but Cheerios were just the first
All right.
cereal.
I mean, that's fantastic. Yes. Sadly, that's not right,
Oh.
but I think it should be right. Pseudo Cheerio is simply murder disguised as suicide.
What?
Yep.
Murder.
See, the definition seems like something you would know.
Murder disguised as suicide.
Murder
So, like,
disguised as suicide.
so-
is Pseudo Cheerio.
So if I were to cover up, like if I were to murder my neighbor and I made it look like a suicide, that's what that would be.
Pseudo Cheerio, yeah. So on Psych, they see a lot of Pseudo Cheerios.
Oh my gosh, they do.
Yeah.
That maybe they said that word.
The one where the guy who looks like Gus was killed.
Oh my gosh.
That was a Pseudo Cheerio. It was really a murder. It was disguised as a suicide.
Wow.
Learn something new every day.
I didn't know that. How about that? Okay.
Oh, man.
Wow. Let me see. I think I have one. I'm just trying to figure out how to pronounce it.
All right.
Let me see.
These are some good words. I'm glad that... I hope that we can see our impact. Maybe we'll be like in the grocery store somewhere and people will pick up a box of cereal and be like, I'm so glad that I know this was made by Pseudo Cheerio now.
Yeah.
But really, they're talking about a murder they disguise as a suicide.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, I got my word. You ready for it?
Yes, I'm ready.
Limerence.
Limerence?
Limerence.
Limerence.
Limerence. It doesn't... I don't have my fancy
Short
Google
word,
pronunciation.
okay, very nice.
Limerence.
If you hold it down, you have the option
No.
to speak. Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, wait. Hold up. No. Yeah, no.
Okay. What was it again? Limerence?
Limerence.
Limerence. All right, short word. Limerence. Well, the first thing I think of is like a lemon cake, like a dessert, but I don't think I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
Limerence. Limerence. Limo? No. Limerence. Limerence. Ints. 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 What does ints mean? It's on the end of a lot of words. Repentance. Okay, so you're doing something. Limerence is not repentance, but when you lament, that's like it's like regret, right?
Yeah,
sort of. Okay.
Lament's just kind of like expressing your sorrow.
Okay, expressing your sorrow. Process. Okay, limerence. Okay, so limerence is the process of dwelling on your sorrows, the things you've done wrong.
The things you've done wrong.
That's my final answer.
You're missing something glaring right in front of you.
Limo?
Limb.
Oh!
Limb.
Limb. A cat with 3 legs.
And the sorrow part is correct.
Okay.
It is the feeling in which you get when you are regretting missing a limb.
What?
No, I just made that up too. But
see, you can make up anything and I'll believe it.
Yeah, you're so gullible.
I was like...
I got the idea when you started talking about lamenting and stuff. I was like, oh, that's pretty good.
See, I was going to say that's what your cat has.
That's what my cat has.
Limerence.
Limerence.
Oh.
No. So the
I hope you made it to this part of the episode where we're just meowing.
Kayla's driving, so she's the one who did it, so she can't turn it off. Okay, you want to know the actual? So this is the actual definition of limerence: the state of being obsessively infatuated with someone, usually accompanied by delusions or a desire for a relationship with that person.
Wow. Is this right? This is actually the answer?
Yeah, this is like her limerence lasted for around 3 months before she actually met him.
So
basically,
most likely it's a desperate guy, though.
Typically.
Yeah.
Typically.
I'm just saying.
This is what the guy feels when he's been friend zoned.
Yeah.
And he has no way out of it, but he still hangs out with her because he's hoping maybe one day she'll hang out with, like, we'll get romantic feelings for him. Limerence. Yeah.
Limerence.
Have you ever been in a state of limerence?
No.
Nice.
Limerence.
Yeah.
I'll probably have at some point in my life.
Probably. I don't know.
Limerence.
Yep. Well, we've got about 10 more minutes for us to round in an hour.
Okay.
And I have a brilliant idea.
All right.
Okay.
Perfect.
It's Christmas time. And so we've kind of done like the whole...
I'm not singing.
No. We're not singing. That would be awful. No. So, we've done like in the boxing ring where we have
Yeah. A Nick-sized beaver.
I think we need to put ourselves up against a Christmas character, whether it's from a movie or just like a fictional being or like...
Okay.
Like, come up with a fictional thing that you want me to fight in the boxing ring. I think I have...
We're going to see if you win?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay, frictional... Not frictional.
A fictional.
Fictional Christmas character that
yes.
Nick will be fighting.
Yes.
Santa's too easy.
I have one for you.
Okay, you go ahead and start with me.
Okay. Have you seen the movie Prep and Landing?
Yes, with the elves.
With the elves?
Yes.
You are going to be fighting those two.
The two elves.
The two elves.
Isn't one of them extremely dumb?
I believe so.
That makes two of us. All right. Well, that's unfair then because they have a smart one.
They have a smart one.
It's just me,
but
right?
It's just you. But they're also like this tall, like a less than a
kickable size.
They're kickable size. So you know what? We're gonna let you do like we'll do 8.
8 of them?
8 of them. They're all coming at you.
Okay.
They have no tools. Remember that.
Nothing?
No, because they're boxing. It's a boxing match.
Right. They don't get weapons.
They don't get weapons. You don't get weapons. They don't get weapons.
Okay, so 8 elves. We're gonna say they're what? A foot? 2 feet?
They'll be a foot tall.
Foot tall.
They're a foot tall.
Well, if they
are
stand on top
sneaky.
of each other, they're taller than me.
They are sneaky though.
Yes.
But
it's a boxing ring.
But I think they could figure out a way to break the rules.
Okay.
Like make shoelaces and trip you. You know.
Oh. A shoelace.
They make toys. You know.
Man.
And Jordans.
Okay. 8 elves. Me versus 8 elves.
You versus 8 of Santa's helpers.
Okay, so
I'm not talking about Amanda and all of our other short friends.
No, actual elves.
Actual elves.
Okay.
Actual elves.
Have you seen those like TikToks about when it's like when you have to say goodbye to your short friend?
Yes!
And go back to the one shot.
Yes. But you know, Amanda did disappear. She went to Florida. But I think it's a ruse.
That's not the North Pole.
I think it's a ruse. She's actually graduating college, so congratulations, man.
Yeah, congratulations. We are not dissing you on our podcast.
She doesn't watch anyway, so it's
Fair
fine.
enough. Okay.
So 8 elves.
Well, alright, so immediately I'm trying to think what the first thing I do. The bell sounds.
Yes, I'll tell you what. I'm going to narrate what they do, and
Okay.
then you. All right.
Alright.
So the first thing they do is they stack up, not 8 high, but 2. Like 2. Like there's 4 stacks of 2.
4 stacks of 2.
And
so
then
chicken fight.
Chicken fight. They're going to surround you, where the one that's the base is just gripping onto the feet of the one on the shoulders, and then the other ones are just going to punch you.
Okay. Alright.
So you're surrounded. They're jab, 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 jab.
They're punching me. So, I mean, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start swinging the legs. I'm going to try to punt them. I want them to be in the stands. Like, no mercy. I'm wearing boots, and steel-toed boots, and
No, you can't wear steel-toed
standing.
boots.
Why? You don't
Because it's
always see me in steel-toed
It's
boots?
a boxing match.
Oh, yeah.
You're in boxing shorts.
Fair enough.
But you can still kick them pretty hard.
Yeah, but that would hurt my toes.
I think you got to break some toes to win this fight.
Okay, I'm trying to think if I should get down on my knees for leverage,
But then they're going to be at eye level with you.
Right.
You've got the height advantage. It's over, Elflings. I've got the high ground.
But then also, if you look at Star Wars in a different sense, than AT-AT walkers. If their leverage is up, if they're like I'm lanky, so if they go around the legs, then I could fall down. Then I've fallen down and I can't move.
So
around.
Obi-Wan's a liar.
Oh man, that's a deep conversation.
We'll talk about that next week.
Definitely talk about that. Yeah. Good grief. So I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Riley is standing up to demonstrate this.
Up.
Hold on. I'm actually gonna video this from my perspective, so we actually have it.
Okay, so the elves are around. They're like around here, and ding, ding, ding. They form up. So I'm dropping down. So I'm gonna get on my knees. All right, and then I can't see them. I can't see all around me 360. But I'm gonna get on my knees, and then my fists are more powerful than my feet, anyways. I think so. I'm just gonna start taking them out, like woo, 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 and I'm gonna go for the bottom one so that they topple over. So if I can get 4 clean punches off, then I can drop them down, get the bottom one, drop them down. Next one here, they're gonna try to climb on my back, but I just start tearing them off like this. Get off me!
You're going savage.
Bah, bah, bah. And then maybe throw some elbows. If I can use my legs at this point because it's gonna be chaotic. So if I can like step on one and then have it like, under my foot, then that's at least 1 or 2 that are just down, and then I can start punching the other ones because I don't think they have enough body weight to really bring me down like this. I'm gonna try to throw some like t-shirts at a basketball game and just go fire them into the stands. And sure, they can bite me. That's gonna hurt. But I think...
No, they can't bite you. That's breaking the rules.
You're right. I don't see a way that I lose this.
I don't think you will.
I think I will come out with definitely some injuries. But I don't think I can lose it unless I just run out of energy and pass out.
Oh my gosh, I should have put more elves in this ring.
Yeah. 8 I can take. Here,
or made them like the ones from the Santa Claus where it's just children.
I'm not punting children.
That's why I mean.
I think once you get up, I think if you gave me 100 elves, I would probably die.
Well, you wouldn't die, but they would knock you out.
And they just suffocate me or something.
Yeah, because we're not dying in this fictional scenario.
You're right. Okay, That
was actually, wow, you nice.
Now I know what to do. If I step out of your door tonight and elves attack me,
you know what to do.
They're going down.
Guys, call it off. He's ready.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows.
So, yours, I want you. Have you seen the Rudolph movie with Rudolph?
Are you gonna make me fight the Abominable Snowman?
I am. So, because when I was thinking about Abominable Snowman, and I was like, it's perfect because you know the elf in that movie, he has blonde hair, and you have blonde hair. So
I'm not a dentist.
It's just too perfect.
So wait, so I've got a, what did Cornelius call him?
What do you mean?
Like was it Jimbo, Bumbo, Limbo?
I have no idea.
I don't know. All
right, now, obviously, Cornelius was actually the one that took out the Abominable Snowman, but you're more his size than the elf size. All the elf did was, and then he was being the pig so that it would go in for him.
It's been a while.
He did take the teeth out, though.
Oh my gosh, he did.
But you're not a dentist, like you said.
Okay.
So, okay, you're matched up against the Abominable Snowman. Here's the thing. In that movie, it's very dumb. And it's not as powerful. It's not as powerful as, like, a Star Wars character or something. It's not like the white character that had Luke or whatever.
Yeah.
So this is the Abominable Snowman. Obviously, it's like 4 times taller than you, but it can't move fast. It's the only thing you worry about is its teeth.
I have a question. Does it move like it does in Rudolph?
Yes, very slowly.
Oh heck yeah! So like the jarring stop motion.
It's not like you're outmatched.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, that's what I'm putting you up against.
Okay, I gotta
tell me what you do.
Okay. All right. So you gotta ring the bell.
Yes. One thing though, you can't push off a cliff. Because it's a boxing ring.
Yeah,
you can't push it off the boxing ring.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Okay, here we go. I want a clean match. All right. Ding, ding, ding.
All right. Yeti, he's coming at me. The Abominable Snowman, he's coming at me.
Okay.
He goes to take a swing.
Right.
I duck and run underneath his fist. All right. Then I'm going to take my glove and I'm just going to pound him right at the knee, like behind the knee. So that way, he's moving slow and I got my boxing gloves. I'm going to try to get him down onto his knee.
Okay.
All right? Once I got him down, and he's finally just, he's going to go. He's probably going to try to swing again. Mm-hmm. Well, guess what? I'm ready for that. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna tuck and roll.
Tuck and roll.
Tuck
Good.
and roll.
Tuck and roll.
I'm gonna then go and get his other knee.
Okay.
Because he's like down on the one knee, and he's gonna he's gonna he's
Right,
gonna get
that's
hit.
exactly how he
And so then he's gonna fall on that knee. That's whenever I'm going to. We're now level. Okay, he's
Right.
down on his knee. I'm gonna swing around. I'm gonna put him in chokehold, and I'm just gonna
Ooh.
choke him out.
How big is his neck, though? Can you get around his neck?
I'll do both arms.
Okay, just use your whole body.
I'll use my whole body.
Choke him out.
I'll put my one leg around him, and I'll just squeeze him that way.
Nice. Okay.
All right, fine. You made a good point. Before I go to choke him out, whenever he gets down, I'm going to just punch him right in the face.
Ooh,
And that's whenever I'm going to go and strangle him
that's good.
until he passes out.
Yeah. I think you could take him. Yeah.
If he moves like he does in the cartoon, I got him.
See, the difference is you're beating him by getting him down on his knees, and yet I got down on my knees to win. As part of my strategy.
That's because you moved at
Faster.
the normal speed.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough.
If he's moving like jar stop claymation,
Yeah.
he ain't gonna get me.
Yeah. And you just choke him to sleep.
And just
Until he
choke him to
taps
sleep.
out.
Yep.
Yeah.
If he taps out, then alternatively, here's an alternative end to it.
Okay.
All right. So he goes to punch me. I actually get punched. All right. I fall. That's whenever I look, I notice there's a Christmas tree on the far end of the boxing ring.
Okay.
And that's whenever I say, abominable snowman,
Yeah.
they need your help to put the star on top of the tree.
Oh.
He climbs out, he forfeits.
Oh, man, that's trickery. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. You would win both of those. Then.
And then another scenario, he just grabs me and beats me like the Hulk did Loki.
Yeah. But I don't think that would happen. Claymation is not.
And he's also, if he's clay, that means he's also moldable.
Right.
So whenever I go to punch his knees,
man.
I might be able to punch clean through it.
Yeah, that'd be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you take his teeth out.
And then one by one, I take his teeth out, and then I give him to George Washington.
There's our president.
There he is! Because did you know that his teeth were made of animals and slaves?
Whoa! All right, that's not expected to hear.
Nope. And
Did
on
not
that
know
note, on that note,
I think we've completed the show.
I think we've completed the show.
I beat some elves. You beat the abominable snowman.
I
talked about presidents.
casually mentioned slavery.
Casually, yep. We talked about cats.
I want you to know, even though I joke about it, I think it was a terrible time in human history.
Absolutely.
And it should not have happened. I'm sorry. As a white man, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too.
To be fair, my family was not here at that point.
Oh, how do you know that?
We did ancestry. We did that.
My family probably was.
Well, actually, on one side, I did have an uncle who was a Confederate soldier. So maybe not fully.
Once we get past the 1 hour mark, things get real weird.
Well, I'm Scruff.
And I'm Scab.
Thanks for watching. Have a very, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
And we'll
everybody.
see you in 6 months.
Yes, sir.